Imagine waking up inside a massive vertical prison. There are no windows, no guards, and no escape. In the center of every floor is a gaping hole, and once a day, a single platform loaded with an immaculate luxury feast descends from the top of the tower toward the dark. For the prisoners at the top, life is a daily banquet. They eat until they are full. But as that platform travels downward, it gets picked clean. By the time it reaches the lower levels, the inmates find nothing but empty plates and bone fragments. This facility is a closed-loop behavioral experiment. The unseen architects designed it to place the threshold of human greed under a microscope. The primary variable keeping the prisoners off balance is random monthly floor reassignment. You might spend 30 days eating on level 1, only to wake up on level 80. The math is simple. The platform holds enough calories. If every floor consumed only their required intake, the food would reach the bottom. Game theory suggests these prisoners should establish a strict culture of sharing, knowing they could be at the bottom tomorrow. Yet the social order consistently collapses into destructive selfishness. We see this collapse through Trimagasi, an older prisoner who has been fully assimilated by the tower's logic. On the upper levels, inmates overconsume until they are sick. They smash glasses and spit on the remaining food, actively destroying what they cannot eat to ensure those below receive only waste. Trimagasi describes how absolute abundance severs empathy. When a person has more than they need, they stop acknowledging the existence of those suffering beneath them. The variables shift when our protagonist, Goring, wakes up on a floor so deep that the platform arrives completely empty every day. Trimagasi's survival instinct takes over immediately. He ties Goring to a bed while he sleeps, sharpening a knife with the calm intention of cutting strips of flesh from his cellmate to survive the month. This shift demonstrates the experiment's darkest hypothesis. Morality is a luxury provided by a full stomach. When basic survival is threatened, primal programming overwrites ethical constraints in a matter of hours. After surviving the encounter, Goring attempts to break the cycle. He decides to act as a disruptor to the experiment's selfish architecture. He arms himself and steps directly onto the food platform. He plans to ride the slab downward, physically guarding the meals to enforce fair rationing for every floor. He is met with immediate, violent resistance. The inmates on the lower floors operate on blind desperation. They do not respond to logic or appeals for fairness. They only see a man standing between them and their only chance at food. Goring falls into a tragic irony. To protect the resources, he is forced to use deadly force against the very people he is trying to save. Goring's own moral decline tracks with his steep physical descent. The system is so thoroughly corrupted that any attempt at reform requires the savior to become as violent as the prison itself. Exhausted and bloodstained, Goring eventually reaches the absolute bottom of the tower. There he finds a hidden, living child. The child is a statistical impossibility. In a machine designed to reward the most vicious, an innocent variable should have been consumed long ago. Goring realizes he has been too changed by the violence of the descent to be the face of a new world. He steps off the platform and sends the child alone. He intends for her to be a message to the administrators at level 0. Proof humanity can survive the mechanics of their design. The film cuts to black before the platform reaches the top. We never see if the administrators acknowledge the child or if the experiment continues. The horror of the pit is its efficiency. It creates a world where the top and bottom are separated by nothing but distance, ensuring those with the power to change the system never have to feel the hunger of those who need the change. It is a vertical map of wealth distribution, where the only thing that travels down is waste. If you woke up on level 1 tomorrow morning with a table full of food and 300 floors of starving people beneath you,